an inner soul and a somnambulist force, an inner soul, the inconscient being, and a somnambulist force, the unconscious force, or Chaitanya Shakti, have made a world estranged from life and thought. It is they who have made a world estranged from life and thought. The dragon of the dark foundations gives unalterable the law of chance and death. The dragon of the dark foundation. She is insistent that the law of chance and death remains forever, permanently. The dragon of the dark foundation. Well, I mean, it's a little difficult construction also. It depends upon how you read. The dragon of the dark foundations keeps. You can read, I know. The dragon of the dark, foundations keeps. So foundations becomes here, they were. Foundations keeps. And she keeps the law of chance and death. Or the dragon of the dark foundations. The foundation of the dragon are dark. Keeps. Obviously, you have to read this thing as a single phrase. What happened? It is a little puzzling, no?
No, it's quite clear.
Yeah.
No?
No, because
It's
like
not
she
puzzling?
said, she is right. I mean, if like they say, you say keep,
Yeah.
but keeps here it's a verb.
So the dragon of the dark foundations keeps. She holds on the foundations. How does he translate? How does he translate?
I lost when you are because you were so. 1 minute.
When he keeps the law of chance and death.
The dragon keeps the law of chance and death.
No, he translated that the dragon of the base keeps the law which is immovable,
Exactly.
the law of the hazard and the death,
Exactly.
Yes,
the immovable law of the hazard and the death.
exactly. Yeah.
Like he said, I think it was
Yeah.
clear in English, no?
Yes.
No, I will read it naturally. The dragon of the dark foundation keeps unalterable. What does she keep? Unalterable. The law of the chance and death.
Keep the law of chance in
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the dragon of the dark foundations is a Vedic phrase. Vedic phrase. It is in the Rig Veda. This phrase appears in the Rig Veda. It appears in the Rig Veda. In fact, in one of his notes, Shivananda speaks of the dragon, the sphinx, the stone, and rock, and stone. Huh? Yeah, yeah, four, yeah. What is the fourth one? And then the dragon, sphinx, knight. Dragon, sphinx, knight, and rock. Rock. He says these are the real oppositions for his work, in his work. In his work. Shivananda's work. The dragon, the sphinx, the knight, and the rock. That is this stone, physical. They are the physical, they are the things which come in the way of transformation. They had to be tackled first. They had to be tackled. So now the dragon of the dark foundations will be tackled by her, who will be coming. By her, who will be coming, who is speaking all that thing. She is asked to come and take birth and all that. For what? To tackle the dragon of dark foundations. Unalterable law of chance and death, on his long way through time and circumstance. The grey-hued, riddling, neither shadows. There you are, Sphinx is also there.
They have a lot of space.
No, this dragon could be Egyptian. This dragon could be could be Greek.
Yeah, but the Sphinx.
Sphinx.
Yes, I'm talking about the Sphinx.
Sphinx, of course, Greece or Egyptian, both.
Egyptian.
No.
Are they worshipping the Sphinx?
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah. Because they have to worship. If you don't answer her question, she will swallow you up.
If you don't worship her, she follows you.
Well, she will swallow you up. You see. The grey-hued, riddling, neither shadow Sphinx, her dreadful paws upon the swallowing sand. Now that is a Greek, that is an Egyptian
Yes, it's
Sphinx.
Cairo,
Yes, this is absolutely Egyptian Sphinx.
on the
Yes.
on the pyramid.
Her dreadful paws upon swallowing sand, awaits him, and with this soul-slaying word, when a traveler goes by her, she will question him, answer this riddle, and if you don't answer, gone. Only Oedipus was able to answer.
Only who answered?
Oedipus.
Beautiful.
The grey-hued, riddling, neither shadows pain, her dreadful paws upon the swallowing sand, awaits him, armed with soul-slaying word. Across his path hits the dim camp of night. So he has described all here. Dragon is there, Sphinx is there, and night is there. All these four.
Or the last is the night.
Rock he has left out here.
There's a rock. Oh, the sand. Sand is the rock.
You have got the dragon,
Dragon.
you have got Sphinx, you have got night.
And you got sand is the rock.
No, that is Sphinx. That is Sphinx. Rock is something different. His day is a moment in perpetual time. He is the prey of the minutes and the hours. He, of course, man. He is the prey of the minutes and the hours. Assailed on earth and unassured of heaven, descended here, unhappy and sublime. A link between the demigod and the beast, that is man. He is the bridge between this and that. He is the link between demigod and beast. He knows not his own greatness, nor his aim. That is the unfortunate part of it. He has forgotten why he has come and whence. His spirit and his members are at war. His spirit and his members are at war. Naturally, the physical and the spiritual, they are in constant struggle. He knows not his own greatness, nor his aim. Man, that's a pity. He does not know his greatness. He knows not his own greatness, nor his aim. He has forgotten why he has come and when. His spirit and his members are at war. His spirits and members. His heights break off too low to reach the sky. His mass is buried in the animal mire. In the vital. That is the fate of man. The extremes. what he is, demigod to be, and wherefrom he has come. He is a link. A strange antinomy is his nature's rule, the dichotomy, the divisions that are constantly haunting him, always. A riddle of opposites is made his field. Freedom, he asks, but he is to live in bond. Yes, he wants. That's the paradox. You see, he wants freedom, but he wants to live in bonds. See, he wants freedom, but then he goes to the parliament and makes rules and regulations. He wants to bind himself with them. Freedom, he has, but needs to live in bond. He has need of darkness to pursue some light, and need of grief to feel a little bliss. He has need of death to find a greater life. Now that is the most beautiful statement, most occult, most occult statement. He has need of death to find greater life. As I've been saying, death is the promoter of life. It is through the process of death we constantly make progress towards greater life. We come here, we do some work, we accumulate certain merits, they become a part of your psychic being, then you stop progressing. Death comes and terminates. You come again, and from that status, start further. So death is really a helper, but death is a helper in the present circumstance. As things exist now, death is a helper, and that need not be always so. That should not be the law forever here. And Ashwapati's whole argument is that, well, it's okay, I accept the necessity of death today, but then death has to go away if I have to really make proper progress, true progress. You see. It is progress in ignorance. If it has to be progress in knowledge, then death has to go away. All sides he sees and turns to every call. He has no certain light by which to walk. There is no confidence in his own light, you see. No certain light by which to walk. His life is a blind man's buff, a hide and seek. He seeks himself, and from himself he runs. Meeting himself, he thinks it other than he. So this lady knows our games. Blind man's buff, hide and seek. The Divine Mother knows these games, you see. Always he builds, but finds no constant ground. Always he journeys, but nowhere arrives. That is the pity. He goes on and on and on, arrives nowhere. He would guide a world. Himself he cannot guide. That's a pity. He would save his soul. His life he cannot save. That's a pity. The light his soul has brought, his mind has lost. So as long as he is a mental being, that mental being cannot get the wisdom of the soul which is brought to him. All he has learned is soon again in doubt. It is in doubt because of the mind. It is all in doubt because it is the mind. A sun to him seems the shadow of his thought. Is this really a sun? Is this really a true sun? And then starts doubting. Maybe it is the shadow of my mind's creation. Then all is shadow again, and nothing is true. Unknowing what he does, or whither he tends. He fabricates signs of the real in ignorance. He fabricates signs. Fabricates signs. This is what he's trying to make. He's making all kinds of images, all kinds of philosophies, all kinds of models, all kinds of theses he's writing. He's doing all the things. He's enduring. But they are the signs of the real in ignorance. Each one has an element of truth, but they are laden with ignorance. He has hitched his mortal error to truth's star. Yes, he's looking up at the star, all right. Wisdom attracts him with a luminous mask. He can't see the real face of wisdom. What he sees is her mask. But never has he seen the face behind. Behind that mask, he has not seen the true face of wisdom. A giant ignorance surrounds his load.